Hey guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. So, today we are gonna see, what if Naruto was trained by Anko, Shizune Yugao, episode 2. Subscribe if you enjoy the video. Let's start the story. Hiruzen was shocked at the sudden appearance of his student. And what did she mean to her grandson? Hello Tsunade Haim, it's good to see that you are well, but what do you mean your grandson? Tsunade eyes widen a bit and sigh as she pinches her temples. Kami has mercy on that pervert, I guess he didn't tell you. Tsunade took a seat in front of her sensei. I'm sure you are aware of Minato being Jiraiya's son. I am, from what I learned Minato was an orphan before Jiraiya came along and adopted him. That's not necessarily the case, Jiraiya didn't adopt him, he is his actual father. Tsunade stated, gauging his reaction. And, as she thought, he took it as a surprise considering his pipe fell out of his mouth. And that's not all. What else could there be? And who's Minato's mother? Hiruzen asked. Tsunade was quiet for a moment before mumbling something. Do you care to repeat that? It's me. Tsunade answered. I'm his mother. After Dan's death, I left the village. As you know, one night Jiraiya found me and we played a game of poker and we each made a bet. If I win, he would pay off one of my debts and if he won, I'd go on a date with him. As you know he won and we went to a bar and had a few drinks, that's when things got dangerous. We ended up at a hotel and then the rest is history. Hiruzen nodded. Why didn't you return with Minato and how come no one knew? Because of Minato-kun, I told him about his family and the village. He was excited and wanted to become a shinobi for the village. He knew of my disdain and told me to come when I'm ready. Funny right? I'm his mother and he was concerned for me and my image, he kept his status a secret so that he wouldn't be forced in the craw and for my image, that way no one would think I would abandon him. But her fist clenched in anger as she gritted her teeth. When Jiraiya told me about Kushina being pregnant I was ready to return and when I did, I was surprised to see he was marrying a Uzumaki. So I decided to wait to let the village know about Minato until his baby was born. I understand, so why did you think Naruto-kun was dead? Hiruzen asked. Because the elders and Danzo told me they were killed by the fox. When I returned from the search for the snake theme the fox was already sealed. I went towards Minato-kun house and Danzo was there with the two old bats. He told me Minato and his family were killed so I left with Shizune and never came back. Tsunade finished, leaking some kai along with Hiruzen. I should have known. Ever since he was young, Naruto was targeted by the corrupted Warheck to become his personal weapon. He even gained control of the civilian council with the help of my former teammates. I swear I'm getting too old for this shit. Well, how was his life here in the village? He was the son of Minato-kun, so I hope he wasn't spoiled. Tsunade asked eagerly. Hiruzen started to sweat a bit. Well you see, Yamanaka's residence. Ino was staring across her dining room table at Sakura after Sakura informed her about her mission with her team. The platinum blonde couldn't believe that her Sasuke would use Sakura as a sacrifice and to make things more surprising, Naruto, the former deadlast, jumped in front of her and took a hit. Ino, I know how you're feeling right now, but I think you should give up on Sasuke. But what about marrying him? He's the best. He was the best, but not anymore. He lost multiple fights since we were put on a team. On the wave mission, he fought an ice user and lost, but Naruto beat him. He fought Naruto in a spar with his Sharingan, but lost. And lastly, the one who attacked me was beaten by Naruto, the same one that beat Sasuke. Sakura said, drinking some tea. Ino was amazed, she always believed that Sasuke was the ace of Team 7, but it seems Naruto was stronger and she didn't want to admit it, but she found it romantic that Naruto took a hit for Sakura, like a knight for her princess. I guess we were wrong about the two of them. Sakura nodded. We are more than that. Ino stared at Sakura confusingly. We were bitches, we worshipped Sasuke so much, we treated everyone else like crap. We did because he's a Uchiha and he was an orphan. But so was Naruto, but he was ignored and bullied by everyone including us. But that was his fault, he was annoying and always pulled pranks. Ino argued. Sakura shook her head. Be that as it may, if I think about it, Naruto-kun might be the perfect guy for me. Also I think I know why he was pulling pranks and I'm pretty sure it wasn't just for enjoyment. During the wave mission, I found out a little about Naruto's past and it was pretty bad. Well, how bad was it? Well, we learned from Kakashi-sensei while he was in the orphanage, he was isolated from the other kids, they had him sleep in the basement, barely fed him, and kept his room cold. But things changed when he turned 6 years old. Ino breath in relief. Things change for the better I assume, after all, how could someone with a bad past always be happy? Sakura shook his head. No, it gets worse. Ino was about to ask, until Sakura halted her. He was kicked out when he was 6 and was digging through garbage to find his next meal. Ino held a hand over her mouth as gasp. But there's more, he used to sleep in dark alleys and in sewers. Sakura said with tears in her eyes, picturing a little Naruto shivering in the cold. Ino started to get worried. Okay, I get it. It was bad, now please stop. No. Sakura yelled, startling Ino. Just listen, please. Ino nodded. After he was kicked and went through all that, the villagers started hunting down. They beat him, and he had no one to comfort him beside the ramen people. Sakura had tears pouring down her face which confused the platinum blonde. Ino was upset at the villagers, but what accused her was how Sakura was handling it. Why was she so affected by this? Why does this upset you? There's nothing you could have done. Sakura stopped sobbing and glared at the blonde, but not in anger. It was guilt. You know why this upsets me? Because we added to his pain. Ino's eyes widened. He was called a demon by the villagers, and in the academy we made fun of him when he wanted friends. And what's worse, my mom wanted me to be friends with him, but I followed the crowd because I didn't want to be made fun of. Ino was now sobbing at the guilt she was feeling. But he was annoying and was an idiot. Ino tried to defend. Remember all those pranks? I do, and you know what else I remember, Naruto-kun never pranked us. He never did anything to us. So why was I so bothered by it? For Kami's sake, we treated Kiba better than Naruto. Kiba, who I remind you is a pervert, looks down on women. Ino started to rub her eyes, trying to wipe away the tears. Kakashi told me the only reason he pranks people is for attention. He didn't like being ignored and glared at, so by pranking, he was looked at as an annoying kid. Ino finished. Ino never thought about it before. Naruto never targeted kids for his pranks, only adults, and now hearing this, they probably deserved it. And now that she noticed it. Whenever she saw him smile, it seemed forced, but she never thought of it because she never cared for her fellow blonde, because she always focused on the Uchiha. But after hearing about the incident she started to look at both Team 7 boys in different ways. She always dreams about getting married one day to a knight in shining armor, and she assumed Sasuke was the one to fit the description. Now after hearing about the emo she was having second thoughts about pursuing any relationship with him. He's amazing, regardless of how the village treats him, he still wants to be and protect the village. I wish I could also be strong like him. Sakura blushed before continuing. I think I'm going to give Naruto-kun a chance, he proved to me how much he cares about me. Sakura announced. Even though he said he will never pursue me again, he didn't say his feelings were gone. Hold up your forehead, not so fast. Ino interjects. Why do you get to have Naruto? What if I want him? Sakura gasps in surprise before glaring at her old friend. And why would you want him, Ino pig? You hardly know him. Sakura yelled. Why wouldn't I? After everything you said, I would be stupid not go for him. Should I remind you, you said he's kind-hearted, strong, dedicated, and practically a knight. He jumped in front of an attack to save you. That's so romantic. I may not know him much, but from what you told me, he has the quality of a good man. I just want to get to know him better and show him my good side. He shouldn't be able to resist my charm, especially since I'm way more beautiful than you are. Ino said with confidence. That chance pig, Naruto-kun will be mine. After all, we already kissed. Ino was surprised, but quickly hid it. Well, I guess I have to give an even better one. Like I let you. Sakura and Ino continued back and forth, but they would never admit they were enjoying each other's company. Council room, a shinobi clan head and the civilian council received word of a meeting of great importance and were waiting for their leader. But soon the wait was over when the doors opened revealing the clan heads did a slight bow as a show of respect and Mabuki was the only one to bow on the civilian side. I'm glad everyone is here, now let's begin this meeting. Hiruzen started with a slight chuckle. What is this meeting about, Hiruzen? Danzo questioned. It's funny you should ask, you see it actually involves you. Danzo was confused, had his root headquarters been found out? He doubts that. He was sure he wasn't missing an agent. You can come in now. Hiruzen called, breaking Danzo from his thoughts. Everybody turned to the figure behind them and saw none other than Tsunade Senju walk in with a smile. Danzo flinched a bit at the glare he was giving him to keep, but kept his stoic look. Tsunade-sama, it's an honor to have you back in our village. Kaharu started. Cut the shit, I'm not here for the village. Tsunade said, still glaring at the bandage man and shifting it towards the elders. I've got questions that need answers. Danzo, Tsunade narrowed their eyes. Why did you tell me that a Kushina child was killed? Tsume's eyes widened. Is Kushina's pup still alive? Where? The Inyazuka asked, but was ignored. Isn't it obvious, it is the property of the leaf. It should have been made perfect. Danzo didn't finish because Tsunade grabbed the throat, releasing a bunch of kai. Do not call my grandson in it, and how dare you say he's your property. Especially after how you treated him, I should kill you now. Tsunade cocked back her fist. Lady Tsunade, please calm. Hamaru tried to plead before Tsunade glared at him. You're next. And you too, Kaharu. Tsunade yelled, causing the advisors to flinch in fear. Is Nico here? And with a cat mask appeared in front of the slug princess. Yes, Lady Tsunade. I heard from the pervert you protect my grandson, for that you have my eternal gratitude. Tsunade thanked with a smile on her face. If you ever need anything just ask. I would have protected him even if I wasn't asked to. This village owes them that much. And plus I kinda grew attached to him. Nico replied with a slight blush behind her mask. Excuse me Lady Tsunade, but if the pup is alive, who is here? I was told he didn't make it. Tsume asked in desperation. Nico, may you find him and bring here, please. Tsunade requested. Hi. Nico bowed before disappearing in a shunshin away. Will you just tell me who it is? Tsume begged. Tsunade rubbed her temples and approached the woman and whispered in her ear. Tsume's eyes widened and glared at the civilian side of the council, making them shiver. I'm going to make you bastards pay, she then turned her glare towards Danzo. Especially you, you old prick. You better show respect to your better Tsume-san. Danzo said in a calm manner. The only thing you deserve is the shit from my hound's yard. Tsume retorted. You heartless. She was cut off when the doors opened, revealing Nico walking in, and what was strange, she was chuckling. I'm sorry, haha, he's on his way. Nico struggled to say because of her chuckling. Soon Naruto walked in with his jacket unzipped and lipstick all over his face, with a goofy grin on his face, and gave the boy a questionable look and turned to Nico for answers, but she was cut off. What's the demon doing at an important meeting? A merchant councilman began before he was grabbed from the throat by Tsunade. Tsume smiled deviously. Watch what you call my grandson. Everyone's eyes widened while the civilian side was shaking in fear, remembering everything they did to the boy. And if I remember, isn't there a law about that word? Nico. Tsunade called the man towards her as Nico unsheathed her sword and cut the man's neck off. Hiruzen looked at Tsunade in concern. Tsunade noticed and smirked. I got over my fear, sensei. Hiruzen nodded and turned to Naruto, who was still in a daze. Nico, what's the matter with the boy? Nico started to laugh. Anko, sir. Hiruzen quirked an eyebrow. Apparently those two are a thing. All the males beside Danzo looked at Naruto in amazement. Naruto soon snapped out his gaze and realized he was in the council room. He was about to ask why he was here when he was suddenly swooped up by his feet in a huge hug. Naruto-kun. You're alive, I can't believe you are alive. Naruto was suffocating, gasping for air. Of course I am, who are you ladies? Tsunade sat him down and wiped a straight tear. Sorry, I was happy to see you. Why? Allow me to introduce myself, my name is Tsunade Senju, but most importantly. She bent down and kissed his forehead, making him blush. I'm your grandmother, Tsunade Senju. As in the granddaughter of the. Naruto paused and registered what he heard. Wait, did you just say, I'm your grandmother? Tsunade smiled. Naruto started to shake. Why? Tsunade gave him a confused look. Why weren't you here for me? Did you hate me like everyone else? No. Tsunade answered with tears of her own coming out. I would have been here for but. She started releasing Kai, startling everyone. I was told by some soon-to-be dead fools that you perished the night of the attack. She stopped the kid and gave Naruto a soft hug which he returned. I love you. Naruto was crying in the crick in her neck, very happy. Everyone gave them a moment before both the blondes calmed down. Wow, I can't believe I have a family, and it's a Senju. The shinobi clan heads, Hokage, Mabuki and Tsunade all smiled at the boy, happy for him. There's no way those two are related. Tsunade is a princess and the boy is nothing but garbage. Another council said, making the rest nod in agreement. He must have hypnotized her. Show them. Kuruma suggested. Naruto smiled at the idea even though he wanted to keep it a secret. If I'm not a Senju, how can I do this? Mokuton. Moku Bunshin no, Naruto said, making a wood clone of himself, receiving gasp in return. You have Jai-chan bloodline? Tsunade asked in shock. That's right, Ba-chan, which reminds me. Naruto turned to face them. I would like to be in the craw. Naruto shocked everyone. I agree, it'll bring great strength to the leaf to revive the Senju and Uzumaki clan. Danzo said. Well, I don't, we shouldn't have any more demon spawns running around. The stupid councilman started before he was beheaded by Nico. Hiruzen looked at Naruto and nodded for him to continue. But there is a condition. Everyone waited for Naruto's condition in suspense and grew nervous when he started to chuckle. You can come in now. Naruto called. Anko walked in with a huge sinister grin, matching Naruto's. Anko-chan has to approve of them. Hello Shinobi Council, Anko greeted with a bow, then the civilian council. Your royal assness. Why should the snake whore have the honor of such an important task, Uzumaki-sama? Another random councilman asked. Anko was about to jump up and torture the victim, but Naruto grabbed her hand and gave her a warm smile. For one, I don't want anyone trying to gain power using my clan status. The civilians grumble a bit. And two. Naruto pulled Anko by her arms and gave her a deep kiss, surprising everyone. Anko got over her shocked mood and returned the kiss by wrapping her arms around his neck. Naruto wrapped his arms around her waist, earning an extra moan from the snake mistress. Some of the men were impressed with the blonde, while Tsunade gave a questionable gaze. After 30 seconds of making out, they broke apart for air and Anko gave Naruto a seductive smile. Didn't know you were in. Anko then turned her head towards the council. Now listen up, I don't want no pansy girl trying to bed my Narukun for his status, or my snakes will have a full course meal. So no fangirls nor loveless relationships. Anko declared, receiving nods of approval from the shinobi and glares from the civilians. Tsunade smirked and couldn't agree more. She was going to suggest the same thing, but the fact suggested it was enough to earn some points in her book. Do we agree on Naruto being listed in the CRA? Everyone nodded, even the demon haters. Then it's decided Naruto Uzumaki will take part of the CRA, dismissed. It's been 3 days since Naruto met his grandmother, he was extremely happy. Once Tsunade found out he was living in an apartment at the Red District, she almost raised hell. She just needed that little push, and that push came in the form of a civilian who noticed Tsunade walking next to Naruto. He tried to pull Naruto away from her, claiming the demon was trying to taint their princess, and to make matters worse, more civilians joined in. It was safe to say, the hospital was almost full that afternoon. Naruto was happy, he had family, he had a new place to live, but the biggest surprise, he also had a new friend in Shizune Kato. If he could describe her in a way, he would say she is the opposite of Anko, which isn't good or bad. Shizune was calm, patient, and level-headed. She was also a rational thinker. Naruto decided to learn about poison from her. He may not be able to do medical ninjutsu, but he could probably make poison and antidotes. Naruto had to be honest, he enjoyed Shizune company. She was the first female he met that wasn't brash, violent or weird. Shizune took to the blonde well, she enjoyed his company well. He was easy to get along with and fun to talk to. He reminded her of her uncle whenever he talked about being, and she respected how he valued bonds and cherished them as well. Tsunade had informed Shizune about Naruto being in the CRA and suggested she join. Shizune had blushed up a storm claiming she didn't know the boy. Tsunade gave a smirk that Shizune recognized. It means Tsunade was planning something. Tsunade ordered Naruto to go get some flower seeds and she forced Shizune to join. Shizune was blushing because she knew what her sensei was planning, but she did want to get to know Naruto more, so she went along with the plan. Do you know what kind of flower Bachan wants? Shizune nodded. She wants anything red, yellow, and purple. Red for Uzumaki, purple for Senju, and yellow is a secret. Teased. Sign it's my dad, isn't it? Why won't anyone tell me who he is? Well, at first it was because we thought you couldn't keep a secret. But now that's not the case. What do you mean? Naruto asked. Shizune started to giggle. Well, you are training right now, and everyone assumes if you find out who your father was, you would be begging to learn his. Shizune answered. How strong are they? AS rank. Naruto pouted. Shizune giggled and rubbed his back. Is it alright just to be patient for me? Shizune asked. Naruto looked at Shizune and signed. Fine, I guess I can't ignore a request from a beautiful lady. Naruto said with a smirk when he saw Shizune blush. Nice one, kid, you are finally stepping out of your cage. Kuruma complimented. Shizune calmed down and gave Naruto a sad look. You don't have to lie, I'm aware of my boyish look. Even with ease. Shizune pushed up herself. Most guys don't pay attention to me. That's their loss. Shizune turned to Naruto and continued. You might not have big breasts like other girls doesn't mean you aren't beautiful. I think you have a natural beauty. When I'm with you, I feel calm and relaxed with you. So don't worry, if no one wants you, I'll go out with you. Naruto said with a grin. Shizune blushed and gave Naruto a warm smile. She bent down and kissed his cheek. Well, how about we go out later? She said with a wink. Naruto blushed and nodded as they headed towards the flower shop. Yamanaka flower shop. Ino was annoyed. After her conversation with Sakura, she decided to look for her fellow blonde, but couldn't find any trace of him. She wanted to get to Naruto, her future husband, a little better. After Sakura informed her about Naruto's action, she still found it very romantic and heroic. As she was in her train of thoughts, Naruto walked in with Shizune. Hey Ino, how are you? Ino snapped out of her thoughts and gave a warm smile to the boy who infected her thoughts and to his new outfit. Naruto-kun, there you are. I've been looking for you. Naruto was confused when he heard this and was even more confused when he heard the suffix, although it kinda made him blush coming from Ino. Regardless of how she treated him, he couldn't deny she was cute. Not to sound rude, but why were you looking for me? We're not exactly close. Ino frowned at the comment, causing Naruto to feel guilty. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. It's okay. Ino cut him off. I've been nothing but mean to you. I was looking for you because I wanted to apologize to you and get to know you better, especially after what Sakura told me about what transpired during your mission. After I heard about that, I wanted to get to know you, but I understand if you don't want to. Sure, in fact, why don't you come with us? I was showing Shizune-chan around the village and I'm sure she would love to talk to another female. We will come back for the seeds later. Naruto offers, turning to his female companion, who gives him a nod of approval. Sure, let me close down and we can go. Ino said with a cheer and turned the signs on the door, then latched herself on Naruto's arm, surprising him. What are you doing? Naruto asked. Well, this is a date with two beautiful girls, so this is normal. Right, Shizune-sen, was it? Ino answered. Shizune giggled and held Naruto's hand. Right, so where are we going? Naruto chuckled and decided to take them to Akimichi Barbecue. When they got there, they sat at a table with a grill. So what are we eating? I'm ordering shrimp, beef, and pork. I'm not eating any meat, I'm on a diet and got to keep my figure. Ino answered, causing Shizune to give her a look of misbelief. What do you mean diet, aren't you a kunoichi? Shizune asked. Well yeah, but I gotta watch my figure. Like you. Shizune pinched her temples. Ino-san, I never dieted in my life. It's unhealthy and it can lead to a kunoichi death. Shizune said, surprising Ino. But if you never diet, how do you have that beautiful body? Ino asked. Told you, you were beautiful. Naruto commented. Shizune blushed and coughed in her hand to regain herself. Thank you for the compliment, and to answer your question, I train. Training helps build up stamina and strength. If you keep dieting, you'll harm your body. Ino was surprised, she didn't realize she was harming her body. Thank you for your advice, by the way Shizune, who are you? I'm a medic and the apprentice of Tsunade Senju. Shizune answered. Ino's eyes went wide when she heard the slug princess name. You're the apprentice of Tsunade-sama, Ino practically shouted. Ino, Naruto. The two blondes turned to the voice and saw Sakura and Hinata looking at them. Hey forehead, Hinata-san. We were about to come see if you wanted to hang out with us. Why Naruto, what are you doing here and who's this? Sakura said while looking away from Naruto with blush. Naruto and Shizune-san came by the shop earlier to get some seeds and invited me along to show Shizune-san around the village. Get this, she's the apprentice of Tsunade Senju. Sakura turned her head towards Shizune so fast it almost snapped her neck. Really, she's every kunoichi idol. I'm surprised she's in the village. She said, sitting at the table next to Ino while Hinata sat next to Shizune. She was even more surprised to find her grandson still alive. When she heard the news, she rushed back to the village like an angry tiger. Shizune said. I wasn't aware that Tsunade-sama had a grandson. Hinata finally spoke. Yeah, I was surprised as well. Naruto said, confusing the younger girls. Why would you be surprised by that, Naruto-kun, do you know him? Sakura asked her new crush. Because Naruto-kun is her grandson. Shizune answered. Ino's jaw dropped, Hinata fainted, and Sakura walked up to Naruto and shook him fast. Why didn't you tell me? We're teammates. Sakura asked. Because I didn't know, now can you let me go, Sakura-chan? Sakura stopped and blushed in embarrassment. Believe it, if I knew I would tell you. Hey, how would you three like to meet her? Naruto offered. Faster than light, Sakura and Ino were right in his face with stars in their eyes. Really? You're the best, Naruto-kun. Both girls squealed at the same time and both kissed him on the cheek, causing Hinata to glare a bit and Shizune's smile to twitch a bit. Naruto turned to Hinata, who started to blush. Are you coming too, Hinata-chan? Naruto asked with a warm smile, causing the Hyuga to pass out. Take that as a yes. Ino interjected. Naruto nodded and then finished eating. To Shizune's dismay, she had to convince Sakura to stop dieting as well, and after the speech, Sakura, along with Ino, started eating more meat. After Naruto paid for all 5 of them, they proceeded to head towards the Senju compound. On the way, Naruto instincts kicked in, but it wasn't dangerous and he was soon tackled by a purple blur known as Anko. Before he could question who it was, he felt someone's tongue enter his mouth and he recognized the taste of dangos, so he started to reciprocate it. The rest of the group was blushing up a storm when this mystery woman appeared out of nowhere and kissed their Naruto-kun. Anko pulled back slowly and smiled. Hey Foxy-kun, how's my favorite blonde? Anko asked, getting off her boyfriend-fiancé. Ino and Sakura were glaring in jealousy, but not because of the kiss, okay maybe a little, but because of how sexy her body was. They looked at their bodies and back at Anko, then started to cry in tears. Hinta stepped towards Anko to speak. Excuse me, but who are you? Anko turned to the girl and smiled. I'm the baddest, sexy, and taken, Anko Mitarashi. You're on the Nai-chan team, right? Hinata nodded. You're also the one who has been following Hinata, let out a deep and covered Anko's mouth, confusing the others. Anko smirked. Perfect, I've been looking forward to a one-on-one time with you. Come with me, we have some things to discuss. Was all Hinata said before Anko put her on her shoulder and turned to the group. Don't worry about us, you can go ahead. We'll meet up later. The snake mistress said before giving Naruto a deep passionate kiss and leaping away with Hinata on her shoulder. Well, that happened. Naruto said, the others nodded after his words and left. Anko headed towards the forest of death and landed in front of the gates and dropped Hinata on her ass. Okay girlie, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I know you like Foxy-kun, but I'm not going to allow you to date him. Anko said to the girl. Hinata's eyes widened and she began to tear up. Why? I love Naruto-kun. Hinata said. Anko smirked and started her plan. Oh, believe me I know, but here is something you didn't know. Foxy-kun is in the craw and, as the matriarch female, I'm allowed to decide who's in and who's not. And I don't think you're good enough. Anko said, causing the girl to cry. But I can help you change that. Hinata stopped crying instinctively and was now focused. What do you mean? Anko jumped on the fence and crossed her legs. You're too soft and weak. You stutter too much and have no confidence. I've seen you train and you have hidden potential, which I can bring out. Foxy-kun is going to have a lot of enemies in the future and I don't want no one holding him down, understand? Hinata nodded her head. Foxy-kun is the type to risk his life for people he cares about and if you date him you become a part of our family. Which means you'll have to protect him as well. So to keep it short, if you don't impress me after our training, you will not be with him. Now do you accept me as a second sensei or give up on Foxy-kun? Hinata was quiet for a while before closing her eyes. When she opened her eyes, it showed determination which impressed the snake mistress. I'll do whatever it takes. Hinata said without stuttering. Great, we'll start tomorrow, and then, Anko's hell training will begin. Senju compound. Naruto and Shizune arrived back at the compound with Ino and Sakura in tow. Bachan. Naruto called out as he stepped in the house. They went to the dining room and found Tsunade drinking some sake. Welcome back, Naru-chan, Shizune. Who's these two girls behind you? Tsunade asked. Naruto walked up to her and gave her a hug, one of the many they owed each other. This is Sakura-chan and Ino-chan, they wanted to meet you. Naruto answered. Tsunade stood up and approached the girls. It's nice to meet you Sakura and Ino. Sakura, from what Naruto told me, you have perfect chakra control and I was wondering how you would feel if you became a medic. If you're on my grandson's team, I want you to be able to support him and not just rely on him. So how about I train you? Sakura's mouth dropped, she had just been offered the chance to train with the Tsunade Senju. It'll be an honor to train under you. Sakura said with a bow. Ino got in front of me in a begging position. Can you train me too? Ino begged desperately, but before Tsunade could answer, Shizune intervened. Actually Ino-san, may you allow me to train you? You see I'm a medic nin, but I'm a poison fighter. Owning a flower shop gives you a lot of possibilities. Also I always wanted to train a student on my own, so what do you say? Would you mind having me? Shizune said. Ino was shocked, sure it was the slug, but it was her apprentice and she could use her flowers as a weapon. Also it would be a good step for her life to get back on track. Ino then approached the raven-haired and bowed. I accept your offer, Shizune-sensei. Naruto was happy for the girls, they now have a chance to go from fangirls to Kunoichi. Naru-chan. Naruto turned to with a questionable gaze. Nico appeared earlier and she wanted to talk to Uchiha in the backyard. She said, you'll know why. Naruto nodded and went to the back of the house and found her. Hello Naruto-kun, how are you? I'm fine, is everything okay? Naruto asked. Yugao nodded. Everything is fine, but your training will conclude in 2 months. You learned all my techniques, some ninjutsu and taijutsu, you still need to learn more seals from your mother scrolls, but overall skill-wise you are A, but you're low in experience. It's time we refine your skill, so with the permission of Hokage-sama, you will come for 2 months going on B-rank missions with me or higher, if I feel you're ready. This will help you gain experience. And when we're not on missions, you'll train in the gauntlet with me doing simulation training. Do you accept it? Of course Nico-sensei, thank you for everything. I wish I could give you something to show my appreciation. Oh. Naruto pulled out a scroll and tossed it towards the. I wanted to give you this, but I guess I got sidetracked. Nico chuckled but unsealed the scroll revealing Yumi Binkatsu. Yugao gasped at the sword and turned to Naruto. Is this Yumi Binkatsu? But how? Well on my last mission, I was able to beat a missing nin who was wielding this blade. Since I have my Kachan blade, I thought you should have this one. Naruto said. Yugao was surprised, she had a legendary blade of water and Naruto was the reason she had this powerful weapon in her hand. Yugao approached Naruto and removed her mask, confusing the blonde, then he suddenly blushed when she kissed him on the cheek. Thank you Naruto-kun, I guess now we could help each other. You know, in some countries giving a swordsman a sword as valuable as this is considered a proposal. Yugao said, causing the blonde to blush. As she looked back at the blade, she thought of her previous conversation with Hayate, her ex-boyfriend. Flashback. What? Yugao asked, facing her boyfriend with disbelief on her face. She was facing her boyfriend in her apartment. I'm breaking up with you, but it's not you, it's me. You see, I'm slowly dying. I didn't want to tell you until Tsunade-sama confirmed it. She said I have an incurable heart disease and it could happen any day now. Hayate explained, sitting on their couch. But why break up with me? Shouldn't we spend your last days together? Yugao pleaded. Hayate shook his head. Because you need to be yourself to me, it'll be harder for you to let go. I don't want you to dwell on my death. I want you to find someone to love you as much as I do. Maybe that Naruto guy. Naruto? Yugao repeated confusingly. Hayate smiled and nodded. You haven't noticed. You always talked about how much fun it is to train him, that he has high potential and so much fun to be around. And don't let me add how he was treating Anko like a princess and would make the perfect husband for anyone. Yugao blushed in embarrassment, causing Hayate to chuckle. He got on his feet and approached the blushing. Listen, I love you and always but after today we shouldn't see each other anymore. It's the best for you. I'll be dead soon, but you'll live and be happy for the both of us. Just promise me something. Anything? Yugao responded. Hayate adopted a teasing smirk. Name your first kid after me. Hayate said, causing Yugao to blush. Flashback end. Nico-sensei. Yugao looked up and smiled at the blonde. She had to admit she was becoming a little attracted to the blonde and he always gave off this warm aura. She informed Anko of Hayate's wishes and Anko fully supported the thought after comforting her sister. I'm fine Naruto-kun, how about we get going? Go say goodbye to your friends and family before we leave because you won't see each other for 2 months. Yugao said. Naruto nodded and went inside his home to say his goodbye, although he told them he was going on a training mission and not in. Tsunade hugged the boys, covering him with kisses. Shizune decided to take a step further and gave him a peck on the lips. Sakura and Ino, not wanting to lose, kissed him on both of his cheeks, causing the boy to blush. But none of that was even comparable to when he found Anko at her apartment to inform her. When Naruto broke the news to her, Anko told him we're going to make up for future time and dragged him into her bedroom. After around 30 minutes, Naruto was covered with lavender lips and on his chest was Anko Heim property. And he had a goofy grin on his face, which caused Yugao to chuckle. After that they left and headed towards Anbu headquarters to begin Naruto's training. I'll teach you some more elemental and some of the fox-style techniques. Plus it's about time to get rid of your hatred so you harness more of my chakra. We will talk more when your true training begins. Kuruma said, receiving a nod from Naruto. The Chiha compound the next day. Kakashi just arrived at the compound and appeared at his raven hair student window and saw Sasuke just waking up. Yo. Kakashi greeted me. Kakashi-sensei, what do you want? Sasuke asked in a cold tone. Well, I got some news for you. It turns out Naruto and Sakura are going to be busy the next 2 months. They didn't let me know what they will be doing, but it's just going to be us. Sasuke smirked at this. No one will get in his way of training. With him and Kakashi alone, he will become stronger. So what now? Sasuke asked. Well, we're still going to complete some D-rank missions, and after that, I'll work on strengthening your Sharingan. I'll teach you some, as well as help you perfect your Taijutsu. And if your progress is good, I'll teach you some fire ninjutsu. Kakashi said. Sasuke smirked and nodded. Let's get started. 2 months later, the meeting of Jounin Sensei has called to see which team will be nominated for the Chunin exams. If you think your team is ready, please present yourself. We'll start with the rookies of the team. Hiruzen stated. Kakashi stepped forward. I, Kakashi Haddock, nominate Team 7, consist of Uchiha Sasuke, Haruno Sakura, and Uzumaki Naruto for the Chunin exams. Kakashi said, stepping back. Kurenai stepped forward. I, Kurenai Yuhi, nominate Team 8, consist of Aburam Shino, Hyuga Hinata, and Inyazuka Kiba for the Chunin exams. Kurenai said, stepping back. Asuma stepped forward. I, Asuma Sarutobi, nominate Team 10, consist of Akamichi Chouji, Nara Shikamaru, and Yamanaka Ino for the Chunin exams. Asuma Sarutobi said, stepping back. Haruka was about to get up and protest, but he stopped him and turned to the. You may leave and hand the applications to your students. Hiruzen ordered and, as I left, Haruka finally spoke. Excuse me Hokage-sama, but why did you allow the rookies to take part of the exam, especially Naruto? He was the dead last and I don't think he's ready for something of this caliber. Hiruzen chuckled. You don't have to worry about Naruto-kun, after all. Hiruzen went close to Haruka's ear. I think everyone has to worry about Naruto-kun because I can guarantee he'll be one of the strongest geniuses there. Iruka's eyes widened. What could his leader mean? Somewhere else in the village, Anko was enjoying some dangos after her final day with the Hyuga heiress. She could honestly say she was excited to see her little project in action. She felt guilty she had to keep the secret from Kurenai, but to Anko it was more of a surprise. She was snapped out of her thoughts when she felt a pair of arms wrapped around her torso. She was about to kill whoever this pervert is. She whipped out a kunai and turned around to stab the perpetrator, but he grabbed her wrist. When she faced the person, her face turned from anger to happiness. Hey Anko, hi him. Naruto was cut off with Anko jumping him and smashing her lips against his blowing mind. He closed his eyes and returned the kiss, bringing Anko closer, causing her to moan. After a minute passed, Anko separated from Naruto and looked around to see everyone staring at them blushing. What the fuck are you fuckers staring at? Anko yelled, causing everyone to scatter. Naruto chuckled and hugged the snake mistress. I missed you Anko-chan. Anko gave Naruto a warm smile. Same here Naru-kun. Anko stepped back and got a good look at Naruto. He was wearing a wide-open jacket with a fishnet shirt underneath, blue pants with his sword at his side. And thinking about the shirt, she could see Naruto's abs causing her to drool a bit. But what excited her the most was the aura coming from him. Wow Foxy-kun, your presence is making me want to jump you. Naruto smiled. Well, looking at you is just as hard considering how gorgeous you are. Naruto commented, causing Anko to blush. Well, as much fun as this is, I have to go get ready for the Chunin exam. Maybe if you're promoted, we can celebrate. Anko said, giving Naruto a wink before away. Naruto chuckled at his girlfriend's antics and proceeded to Team 7 training ground to meet up with his team. There's 3 stooges following you. Kurama told the blonde sensing 3 low chakra readings. Naruto smiled knowing who one of them was. Konohamaru, I know you there. He said, turning to a square box that was following him. Sensing my presence this early. As expected of my rival. Konohamaru said, leaping out of the water with 2 others. You two, introduce yourselves. I'm Yuden, and I like math. The boy with the glasses known as Yuden said. And I'm Mogi, the most beautiful kunoichi in Japan. The orange-haired girl said. Naruto chuckled and petted the girl's head, making her blush. Well, you sure are cute. Naruto said, making the girl blush. So what do you 3 want? Well boss, I was wondering if we could play ninja. Konohamaru asked. I think you should. Think of it as pre-training for them. Kuruma said. Naruto-kun. Naruto was cut off and turned to see Sakura with her haircut, wearing a red vest with a red skirt. He could tell she was stronger than before, feeling the power radiating from her. Sakura glomped on the boy and gave him a hug. It's good to see you. Naruto returned the hug. It's good to see you too, Sakura-chan, like the haircut. You look great. Sakura blushed at the comment. Hey boss, is she yours, you know? Konohamaru asked, lining his fingers in a circle. Naruto was about to answer, but Sakura cut him off again. I will be, but not yet. Sakura answered, winking at Naruto. Naruto blushed a bit. As expected of my rival, she's beautiful, but her chest could be bigger. Suddenly the room got a lot colder. Naruto slowly turned his head towards his teammate and saw the Oni. Konohamaru. You should run. Naruto warned. Konohamaru looked at Naruto then toward Sakura and saw evil. He then took off in the opposite direction while Sakura chased after him. Get back here, twerp. Sakura yelled. Naruto chased after her along with the other K-core. Naruto saw them round the corner and made his way towards them. He had to admit, Sakura anger was a great power source. Ouch, the fuck. Naruto arrives behind Sakura to find his protege being yanked up by the collar by a catboy Thinji. But what caught his eye was the kunoichi standing next to him. Nice legs. Kuruma commented. Naruto nodded in agreement. The girl looked at Naruto and blushed a bit with a smirk on her face. Looks like the blonde hot eye is checking me out, gotta say, love the eyes. The girl thought. Excuse me ma'am, but may you please let go of my friend? Naruto asked politely, causing the boy in the cat suit to seethe, while the girl chuckled. I'm a boy, and why should I? He ran into me. Maybe I should teach him a lesson to watch where he is going. The boy cocked his fist back and was about to punch, but all of a sudden he felt metal on his throat. He looked down and saw a tip of a blade pointing at him. When he looked into the blonde eyes, he saw that they were slit. I'm sorry, but I should have been more clear. Put him down or die. Naruto said, releasing some kai. The boy dropped Konohamaru, who ran behind Naruto. The boy reached for his bandages, but as soon as he touched them he felt a blade touching the back of his neck. He turned around and saw the same blonde who was just standing in front of him. Naruto-kun is amazing. Sakura thought. Strong and handsome, I think I just found a potential boyfriend. The girl thought. Boss is so cool. The 3 kids thought with Mogi having hearts in her eyes. That's strike 2, if you attempt to harm anyone from my village, not only will you be kicked out of the exams, but you will die here and now. Plus the guy in the tree next to my teammate is getting pissed. You can come out now Sasuke, and so can you, Red. Naruto said, returning to Sakura's side. Sasuke jumped down from the tree, but surprised him that there was somebody behind and he didn't sense him, but Naruto did. Sasuke glared at the blonde. How strong are you? I couldn't sense this guy, but the dope could. The girl looked at Sasuke and back at Naruto. He's cute, but the blonde is way better. The red glared at the catsuit man in anger. Kankuro, you're a disgrace to our village. But Gaara. Shut up or I'll kill you. Gaara said, jumping down landing next to his team. He turned to Naruto and bowed. I'm sorry for the trouble my teammate has caused. Gaara turned to walk away with his team. Wait, who are you? Sasuke asked, glaring at the redhead. Who, me? The girl asked. No, the guy with the gourd. Sasuke responded. Naruto walked behind Sasuke and smacked him on the head, then turned to his fellow blonde. I'm sorry, he plays for the other team. He doesn't appreciate beauty as such as yourself. Naruto said, making the girl blush. My name is Sabaku no Gaara, I'm interested in learning your name. The redhead said. Sasuke smirked. Of course you heard of the dot I wasn't speaking to you. Gaara cut the Uchiha off and turned to the male blonde. Naruto quirked an eyebrow and gave Gaara a challenging smirk. Naruto Uzumaki, future. Naruto then turned to the blonde girl and gave the girl a warm smile. I know the team didn't care, but would you mind telling me your name? The girl returned the smile and gave the blonde a wink. Sabaku no Tamari. Tamari said. Naruto approached the girl and grabbed her hand, then kissed her knuckles making the girl blush. Haha, smooth moves kid. By the way, this boy has my crazy brother Shikaku sealed inside him. Looking at the boy, you can tell he never slept in a day of his life. Maybe you should help him. Use my chakra and challenge him. Kuruma said. Naruto nodded. Hey Gaara, was it? I got a message for Shikaku from number 9. Naruto said, causing the sand nin's eyes to widen. Shikaku, stop torturing the boy and let him sleep or else you'll be dealing with me, and trust me, unless you want to become a tailless beast, stop tormenting him. Naruto said, making the voice in Gaara's head panic a bit. Gaara looked at the blonde with a confusing gaze. Mother says I can sleep tonight. Tamari and Kankuro's eyes widened. Tamari turned to her fellow blonde and wrapped in a hug, then kissed him on the cheek. Thanks for helping my brother, maybe we could meet up later. Tamari said before turning around and leaving with her brothers. Naruto turned to his teammates and the kids. Let's go guys, we are supposed to meet up with Kakashi-sensei and I'll hang out with you later. We have to go. Naruto said. Got it boss, see ya. Nice to meet you Sakura-san, but not you team. Konohamaru said before disappearing. Sasuke grunted and Sakura giggled. The team then went to their training ground. As they waited, Sakura and Naruto decided to catch up. So Sakura-chan, how was your training? Naruto said, sitting down by a tree trunk while Sakura sat in his lap. Sakura-chan, what are you doing? Anko-sen gave me permission to pursue you and she also said to be a little aggressive. Speaking of which, how would you feel about going on a date with me? I know you said you gave up on me, but I've changed, so? Sakura answered. Naruto chuckled and wrapped his arms around Sakura's waist. Well, who am I to ignore a girl's need? Sure, I don't mind giving you another chance. So about your training? Naruto asked. That's a secret that you have to wait and see. Sakura answered, sticking her tongue out. Well, it wouldn't really matter because you are just a civilian. Sasuke cut in. Naruto was about to speak, but Sakura spoke first. Well, I don't remember asking you Uchiha, not that your opinion matters. Now why don't you just go over there by yourself and broad in the daylight like all emos? Sakura retorted. Sasuke's jaw dropped, his fangirl just told him off. Naruto was staring at Sakura in amazement. Sakura turned to the blonde and was about to question him because of the way he was looking at her. She was surprised when Naruto smashed his lips onto hers and wrapped his arms around her waist, pulling her closer. He pulled back and smiled at them. Sorry, but talking down to the theme kinda turned me on a bit. Sakura just nodded with a day expression on her face. Yo. The three turned to Kakashi who appeared out of nowhere. Naruto, Sakura, it's good to see you too. Today there will be no training, but I have something for you three. Kakashi handed them an application. These are for the exams. Fill them out and head to the academy tomorrow at noon. Good luck, Naruto and Sakura. Do your best and keep up with Sasuke, you two missed out on a lot of training, so don't be surprised if you two don't make the cut. See ya. Kakashi said before disappearing. Naruto and Sakura smirked, they couldn't wait to surprise their sensei with their results. Naruto put a hand on Sakura's shoulder. She turned to face him. How about a mini date? Sakura wrapped her arms around his neck and smiled. Sure, we can go to Ichiraku's ramen, but I haven't had any in a while. Naruto nodded and shunshed both of them away. Sasuke just gritted his teeth and left. Nari-chan, please be careful, the exams are dangerous. With that said, I expected you to be promoted. Tsunade told her grandson. Naruto smiled and hugged Tsunade. I'll be fine, I promise. Naruto told her before releasing her and approaching Shizune. She was giving Naruto a warm smile, then kissed him on the cheek. For good luck, Shizune said. Naruto blushed and nodded. He headed out the door towards the academy to meet up with his teammates. It was his time, he would be one step closer to his dream. All his hard work will pay off, at least that he was hoping for. Naruto? Naruto looked up and saw Sakura waving at him smiling. Sasuke was in the back with his eyes closed. Naruto approached the team, receiving a hug from Sakura. Are you ready? Of course, it's time to show the world that Team 7 is the greatest team. Naruto said, leading his teammates to the exam. Sasuke seethed, thinking he should be the one to lead. When they walked up the first set of stairs, they noticed Team Guy. Please, we just want to take the exam. Tenten pleaded on the ground. Naruto smiled, he knew she was faking, but didn't know why. He then looked at the room door in front of them, it said 302. Sakura-chan, this is the wrong floor. Let's move upstairs. Naruto whispered. Sakura nodded and was about to follow Naruto. Remove them, it's pathetic. Sasuke said, walking forward. He was trying to put himself on a pedestal and show that Uchiha couldn't be fooled. Sasuke team, I know you like to show off, but what you just did, you just made yourself look like a moron, Dumbus. This was a test to weed out the weak, but you had to give everyone the answer. At this rate you're not material. Naruto scolded. Sasuke seethed and was about to say something until Team Guy. Wow, what's that sword? May I take a look, Naruto-kun? Naruto smiled at the weapon lover. Sure. He handed the girl his sword. Tenten had hearts in her eyes. The sword was a beautiful crimson red, mixed with black. It was well taken care of and sharpened just right. She handed the sword back to Naruto. That's an amazing sword, do you mind if we spar sometime? Sure, anyway. I have something for you. Naruto said, pulling out a scroll and handing it to Tenten. Tenten looked confused but opened the scroll. Her eyes had stars when she saw multiple shurikens, kunes, and different swords. Naruto chuckled at her reaction. And here's the best part, they're made out of chakra metal. Tenten's head snapped at Naruto when she heard that. And you'll just give it to me? Of course, you want to be a weep HMPH. Naruto couldn't finish when Tenten slammed her lips onto Naruto. Sakura's eyes twitched a bit, Sasuke didn't care, and Team Guy was shocked at the reaction. She pulled back and gave him a flirty wink. Thanks Naruto, maybe after the exam we could train sometime. Tenten said. Naruto nodded dumbly before replying. Sure, if I get a kiss like that every time I give you a weapon, I might go hunting for more. Naruto said with a blush and scratched his cheek. Tenten punched Naruto's arm. You have to buy me dinner first. Who knows? You might get lucky. Naruto smiled at that. Are you Naruto Uzumaki? Naruto turned to Neji, but for some odd reason, he was glaring at him. You're the one Hinata-sama always talks about and the one responsible for her recent change. Because of you, she now thinks she can change her fate as a failure. Naruto's eyes narrowed at the comment. Let's get some things straight. 1. I have no idea what change you're on about. Anko. And 2. Watch what you say about her. Neji snorted. Or what? Or I might do something I regret. Naruto said in a dark tone, putting his hand on the hilt of his sword. Neji activated his, and Naruto's eyes turned slit. The room was filled with Naruto's killer intent. Neji wasn't showing it, but he was a little scared. Sakura was concerned Naruto might do something he regrets. You two calm down, it's unyouthful for comrades to fight. Lee said, walking between them. Neji deactivated his eyes and walked towards the stairs. You better not hope we don't face each other. They said walking up the stairs. Tenten shook her head disappointedly. I'm sorry about him, he has a pole stuck up his ass. Tenten commented, causing both Naruto and Sakura to laugh. Lee approached the blushing. Excuse me, Sakura-chan. You are the most beautiful girl I ever laid my eyes on. Will you be my girlfriend? I promise to protect you with my life. Rock Lee proposed. Sakura looked at the green spandex boy and signed. Sorry Lee, was it? I already have my eyes on someone else. Sakura said. Lee cried in I'm tears for a second before turning to Sasuke. Excuse me Sasuke Uchiha, I would like you to spar with me. Naruto, Sakura, and Tenten looked at Lee with a shocked look on their faces. Sasuke gave Lee an arrogant smirk. You know who I am and still want to fight me. I do. I want to prove genius can beat natural talent. Lee responded. Sasuke, don't do it, the Uchiha turned to Naruto as the blonde continued. You can't beat him as you are, he's strong. Sasuke snorted and turned to face Lee. I'll end this in a minute. Naruto shook his head and turned to walk away. Sakura decided to follow him. Naruto-kun, why did you say that? Do you believe Sasuke will lose? Naruto nodded. Yes, Sasuke's pink eye won't work on him. How come? He doesn't use chakra, but he is a pro at Taijutsu. Sasuke will not be able to touch him. When they approached the top of the stairs, Kakashi was there waiting for them. Hey you two, where's Sasuke? Getting his glorified ass handed to him by bushy brow Jr. Naruto answered as Sasuke approached them limping. He looked at Naruto and narrowed his eyes. Not a damn word. Sasuke said. Naruto whistled innocently while Sakura giggled. You should have listened to Naruto-kun, he did try to warn you. Sakura said. Sasuke glared at her, causing her to blink confusingly. When you said not a word I thought it only meant for Naruto. Kakashi signed. Well I'm glad all three of you are here, especially you two Sakura and Naruto. Be safe and even if you don't make it, there's always next year, but try your best. Naruto and Sakura looked at each other and smirked. Kakashi had no idea about their training and thought it was funny. When they walked through the doors they were met with glares from multiple glares. Naruto ignored it and walked towards the corner of the room with his team and pursued Naruto. Test out your Kitsune eye, it can couple like the Sharingan and repel towards the caster. I also modified it so you can see chakra levels and hum true attention through their chakra. If it's black, they're a threat, if it's yellow, they're friendly, and blue they're neutral. Naruto nodded and activated his eyes turned gold and had slits. He looked around the room, analyzing the competition. Across the room, a raven-haired, pink-eyed Kunoichi was looking at Naruto. It can't be. He looks like the Yondaime description. Damn, this couldn't be worse timing. Trying to make an alliance with these tree huggers to find out the yellow devil has a son. I might be wrong, but if I'm not, Kachan will be avenged. The Kunoichi thought, holding a hilt of his special katana. On the other side of the room, there was a Kumo team of 3 girls. 1 redhead and 2 blondes. One blonde had a twist in her hair and the other had short hair that goes to her shoulder, but there was something special about these 2 girls. The first one was A and the second had a sword with a silver hilt. Both the blondes were eyeing Naruto suspiciously. Yujito, Samui, what are you two staring at? Carrie asked. The competition, he has one of the 5 shatter star blades like me. Samui answered. Not only that, but there's something about him that feels similar. Yujito added. Carrie looked at her teammates confusingly and turned to Naruto. He doesn't seem like much. I bet I'll kick his ass instinctively. Carrie said. If you fight him, you won't win. He's strong, I can feel it. Do not underestimate him if you fight. Samui said in a stern tone. Naruto was analyzing the competition until he snapped out his thoughts. Looks like the gang's all here. Kiba said with Shino and Hinata walking behind him. Inuzuka turned to Sasuke and smirked. We're so going to kick your ass Sasuke, I've gotten a lot stronger since the last time. Sasuke smirked. We'll see won't we? Kiba nodded and turned to Naruto. I'm surprised you're here, dead last, but I guess it was because Sasuke had to backpack your ass. Kiba taunted. Sakura was about to retort but Naruto put a hand on her shoulder and shook his head. Never underestimate your opponent, mutt. You might regret it. Naruto said. Kiba was about to retort when a purple blur jumped on Naruto's back. Hello fellow blonde, I missed you. Ino said, rubbing her cheek against Naruto's. Pig, get off Naruto-kun. Sakura yelled at the blonde, grabbing Naruto's arm and hugging it. Kiba was shocked at the display. Shikamaru and Choji walked towards the group as well. When did the loser become a chick magnet? Kiba asked, then he received a smack on the head from Hinata. It's not nice to insult our friends Kiba-san. Hinata said, walking to the group and greeting Naruto. You rookies shouldn't be too loud. A silver-haired guy with glasses walked up to the group. You see, some of them are from Kiri and they have a short temper. Everyone here is tense. Kabuto said, pointing at a group of nin, releasing some kai on the rookies, trying to intimidate them. Naruto stepped forward and smiled. Kuruma. Right. Naruto smiled and released some kai of his own, along with Kuruma's chakra, scaring most of the competition. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't appreciate people glaring at my friends. Sasuke was seething in jealousy at the display. Kiba was shocked. Shino smiled under his jacket, while Sakura, Ino, and Hinata were awed, as the former fangirls had hearts in their eyes, while the heiress was blushing up a storm. Kabuto narrowed his eyes at Naruto, but soon he turned it into a cheerful eye smile. Wow, pretty impressive. Anyway, I'm Kabuto, and I'll help you guys out. Here, let me show you something. He said, pulling out some cards and placing them in front of them. Kabuto-san, how many times did you take these exams? Excuse me for being rude, but you seem a little older than us. Sakura asked. Oh, I took the exam 7 times. Kabuto answered. Wow, you must suck. Kiba commented. Naruto narrowed his eyes. That doesn't make any sense. He has as much chakra as Kakashi-sensei, and he smells like Anko-chan, but more potent with a hint of chemicals. Naruto thought. Or these exams are just hard. Kabuto responded by holding up a card. These are chakra-infused cards, it contains information about almost anyone in this room. If there's anyone you want to know about, it'll be a good time to ask. Sasuke stepped up. Anyone huh? Subaku no Gaara, Rock Lee, and Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto frowned and smirked. I think it speaks very poorly of your team to ask about your own teammate. But considering you're a self-righteous prick, I guess it's hard to take your head out your ass. Sasuke gritted his teeth but ignored the comment. Oh, you know their names. Let's see, Rock Lee, he has completed 20 D rank and 11 C rank missions, his teammates are Tenten and Niji. And he's skilled in Taijutsu, not much information on any other skills. Gaara, his teammates are his brother and sister 14 C ranks and 1 B rank missions. Since he's a foreigner there's no info on his skills, but it said he completed every mission without a scratch. The B rank mission, without a scratch. That's something for a genin. Shikamaru commented. Now Naruto Uzumaki, now let's see what. Kabuto said in surprise. 32 C rank, 5 B ranks, 5 A ranks. He also received no scratches on his B rank missions. But the weird thing is, it says here that his skills are mediocre. He should be just a high genin. Kabuto stated. Everyone turned to Naruto with a confused gaze. Naruto just smirked. I guess I forgot to update my skills, I should think of him later. Naruto thought. Sakura and Ino analyzed the blonde and smiled. I see, Naruto-kun is keeping his skills a secret. After all, there's no way a regular genin could fight a missing nin with a sword without any skills. Sakura thought. Tor had told me Naru-kun beat a missing nin, so that means she was either over-exaggerated or Naru-kun hiding his skills. Ino thought. Sasuke gritted his teeth and glared at the blonde. When did he do those missions? This guy is useless. The dope must be hiding his true power. In the back of the crowd with 3 sound nins, the female of the trio was looking at Naruto. Kabuto-sen is a fool. The blonde is practically leaking power. And not just him. The blonde with the ponytail from Kumo and Gaara feels the same. They're the real threat. Minty from Taki has just as much power, but she doesn't feel as strong. Naruto huh? Maybe he can help me get away from him. Jonin lounge. Wow, I didn't think you would allow your team to do B rank missions, Kakashi. Asuma said, watching the genin from the monitor alongside his fellow. I didn't, I have no idea how he completed those missions. Kakashi stated. When did his blonde student complete those missions, and why did they allow it? All he had Sasuke do the past few months was D ranks and some light sparring and gave him a few fires. Do you mind if I join you? Everyone turned to see Yugao walk in the lounge. Yugao-chan, why are you here and not in Anbu headquarters? Kurenai asked. Well, until the exams are over, I may, and I'm here to witness my apprentice in action. Yugao answered, standing next to Kurenai. Kakashi gave them a questionable glance. What? Who's your apprentice? Now why would I spoil Kakashi-senpai? I will tell you he's the real threat of the exams. I'm proud to be his teacher. Yugao answered. Kakashi shrugged and turned to the screen. Most likely won't be a match for Sasuke. Most likely it's Tenten. Academy room, what? Listen to me, we shouldn't do this. Kin tried to warn her teammate. Dosu and Zaku wanted to attack Kabuto for calling them basically nobodies. But Kin was against it since a certain blonde was near the spy. That Naruto kid is aware, he's been shifting his stance and been listening to us. Shut up, you're just paranoid. Let's go. Dosu said as he and Zaku leapt towards Kabuto. Kin turned her attention to the blonde and saw him smirk as he put his hand on the hilt of his sword. Dosu swiped at Kabuto breaking his classes with gauntlets. Put this in your cards, the sound will make. Now how will that happen if you're going to be dead? Said Kabuto in Naruto's voice. Kabuto poofed and revealed to be Naruto, and Naruto poofed out of existence revealing to be a Dosu, then felt a blade on his shoulder. He slowly turned his head and saw the real Naruto holding a sword to his throat. First the sand, now the sound. You guys trying to start a war or something? I don't sit well when my comrades are attacked. Zaku. Dosu called out to his teammate. Zaku charged at the blonde with a kunai but was struck in the arm by Hinata. Ino then tripped the sound nin and Sakura put him in a headlock. Dosu turned his head to the genin group and saw Kabuto jaw dropped. How did you know? Let's just say, thanks to a furry friend of mine, I have advanced hearing. Naruto answered by bringing the blade closer. He turned to the 3 girls and nodded towards them. Please let them go, I need them to pass the exam. Regardless of how stupid they are. Kin said, walking up to the group. Naruto removed his sword and nodded towards the girls that held Zaku, prompting them to release him. He turned to Dosu and smirked. You should think of your cute teammate. Beauty and brains come in a package. Naruto said. Kin blushed at the comment and the three walked away glaring at the blonde. Alright you maggots, settle down. Ibuki said, bursting through the door. Yonen Lounge, Kakashi, Asuma and Kurenai were awed when they watched their students in action. When did Naruto and Sakura improve this much? When did Ino actually start training? Asuma asked. When did Hinata get so aggressive? Kurenai pondered. In the village, a woman drinking sake, one outside the forest of death and on shopping with a pig sneezed. Testing room, Naruto saw her down next to a girl from Taki and Tamari, both of them eyeing him. He turned to the sheet of paper and narrowed his eyes. What the heck, are these the questions we are supposed to answer? No genin can answer unless you were tutored by an. Alright listen up. My name is Ibuki and I'm the first proctor. This is a written test and I'm going to explain the rules. Rule 1, each of you will start off with 10 points. Every time you get a question wrong, you lose a point. Rule 2, this is still a team assignment, which means passing or failing will be determined by the sum of your total 3. If you're caught doing suspicious acts like cheating or whispering, you'll lose 2 points. You have 1 hour to finish, begin. Naruto chuckled a bit. Ibuki practically told them the objective. He looked at the test and he was able to answer a few thanks to Yugao, but some of them were hard. He turned to check on his teammates and wasn't surprised to see Sakura able to answer the question. Sasuke was using his pink eye to cheat. Naruto and Sakura's eyes met and the blonde started to mouth the questions and Sakura nodded. Naruto turned back around and closed his eyes while focusing his hearing on Sakura pen sound using his wind affinity and Kuruma's sensitive ears and began to write to the rhythm of her pen. After an hour and kicking a few teams out, Ibuki decided to call it. Alright maggots, time's up. Ibuki said. He then turned to Kankuro and smirked. If you finish playing with your dolls, we can finish. Kankuro flinched a bit and proceeded. Before I give you the 10th question, you have to choose if you are going to take the question. And if you don't, you and your team will fail. Also if you get this wrong, you'll never become a chunin. After a few people left, Naruto noticed Choji about to raise his hand and spoke up. Whatever, I'm not scared. If I remain a genin forever, I guess the old man will have to change the rank system for genin to the strongest because I'm going to be the best. Everyone turned to Naruto and smiled. He's pretty cool. He's awesome, I hope we can become friends. Even though he's that theme song, I gotta admit I'm impressed. Naruto-kun is amazing. Yeah. Go Naruto-kun. Blondie is definitely boyfriend material. Gotta admit, he's kinda hot. Yeah, Naruto-kun. He's kinda cool. I have to ask him for help soon, but gotta admit, he's not bad. Was the thought of different Kinoichis. Ibiki smirked. The brat eliminated all their fears. I see why Anko likes him. For all those who stayed, you pass. After the words left his mouth, a purple blur jumped through the window. Thanks for watching my video, leave a like if you enjoyed my video and also do consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome content. See you next time, till then sayonara.